Hey guys, it's Kimmy. Welcome back to Kimmy's World. Today we have a very special podcast guest. We have Taylor Evans.
Hi.
Hi. So Taylor is a very good friend of mine. And recently you have just started your YouTube channel, right?
I have. It's called Taylor's World. No, probably not. But yeah, I'm going to start my own podcast, my own little vlogging, lifestyle, hiking.
It's going to be good.
Whatever
I've
I
already
do.
seen some of the videos and honestly, I think you definitely have the knack for it, we would say, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just kind of wanted to get Taylor on the podcast, just have a little chat. We've been friends for a while now.
A really long time.
I know.
Yeah.
So let's just start with a little bit about you. You grew up in Switzerland, right?
I grew up in Switzerland. I went to an international school, though, thus the American accent. But I've lived in London for a few years now.
Okay.
Yeah, I came here to study, and I thought, it's not too bad, I'll stay.
Yeah. So is all your family still back in Switzerland, or?
No, they actually moved back to the UK as well, like a year ago.
Okay.
So we're all here now.
Nice.
Super excited to be here on Kimmy's World.
Kimmy's World. Hashtag buy our merch. Also, we only have, I only have one microphone at the moment, so we're kind of having to shimmy up.
Squeeze
a
together.
bit.
So unprofessional of you, oh my god.
Yeah, no, sorry. But yeah, we're kind of making do for now. I'll get two microphones eventually, but usually it's just me talking to myself, so it's nice to have a guest. But yeah, let's just talk a little bit about, so obviously a big main focus of your vlogging channel is going to be softball.
Yes,
so tell us a bit about how you got into that and where you're up to.
I started playing softball when I was 11.
Okay.
In my little middle school team. Just fell in love with it. I come from a very sporty family, actually. They all play tennis. They're all a little sport crazy. So started playing softball, fell in love with it. And I think coming to the UK and playing here is very different than if you play in the States or if you play in Europe.
In what way?
The community here is just a little different. And everyone is a sort of semi-pro athlete. Everyone has a day job. You gotta do your day job, and then you come home and you play softball or whatever you do. So I kind of just wanted to capture that and show that you can be an athlete and still have a career.
So do you have
I think I'm still trying.
Do you have to do you wait? What am I saying? I got distracted then. Do you? Wait, hang on. Let me just have a little think. I'm just gonna sip my tea.
Yeah.
So all your teammates.
Yeah.
So they do they all live in London?
Some of them do. We have a London league. Obviously, most of them will live in London. But then I also play for Team GB, which is really fun, and we're spread all over the country.
Really?
Actually, our coach lives in Ireland, in Dublin.
Really? What? And flies over?
Yeah, flies over for our training, and then we have scrimmage games and stuff like that.
And so, how often do you train?
I mean, I train once a week, maybe twice a week, but not with GB. We'll kind of just train, do our own thing. You're expected to stay fit and go to the gym.
Yeah, okay, that's what I was gonna ask about. Is do you have a route, a regime? Not that sounds wrong, but do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I sort of made my own workout regime, but everyone will check in and be like, "How's it going? What are you doing in the gym? Are you feeling fit? Are you feeling strong?" And then maybe 4 times a year we'll have an actual big squad training where we'll all meet up.
Oh, I see. Okay. What do you find the most helpful to work out? Do you know what I mean? What do you have to do to work
What's
out?
my workout routine?
Yeah, tell me.
What's that? Yeah, I sort of split my week between upper body, lower body, and then a sort of HIIT explosive workout. So it's 3 main days I go to the gym. Lower body, just focus on creating power, doing lots of squats, lots of hip thrusts, lots of deadlifts. Upper body is focusing on shoulders, because softball is a lot of throwing. Gotta take care of those shoulders, make sure they're nice and healthy.
Yeah, God, have you ever popped a shoulder out?
No.
When you
I've actually never had a bad injury. But people get injured all the time.
Really?
A lot of hamstring stuff, a lot of quad stuff. And then also like your rotation cuff in your shoulder, you can just like throw it out or it gets really sore. Like some bad
God, I bet. I guess that's the scary thing about being an athlete, isn't it? Like so much of that part of your life depends on stuff not necessarily in your control. And
then once you're injured, like you're out for a whole season, and also just like you can't get to work in the morning if your legs messed up. So,
for sure.
It really, really sucks.
So I wanted to talk a bit more about the channel. So how come you decided you wanted to start doing that? I'm intrigued.
Well, moving over here and like getting my job, I was just like finding it difficult to like get a good balance between like still being like a semi-pro athlete and then like having a good career and like dedicating myself to my career. And I just found that kind of interesting, and I just feel like a lot of amateur athletes that are sort of like you play pro but then you have your day job, I just feel like maybe we're all sort of in the same boat. I think it was just a good idea to like vlog it a bit more and like get that out there, because I was like looking up, trying to find like good content on like people that have that same experience, and there's just not a lot out there.
Yeah, and you know what, I think people will actually be so like interested by that, because I don't know, I feel like we live in a world of like side hustles and like doing different stuff alongside, and I think sometimes, I don't know, I find that like when people are just like working like 9 to 5 or whatever and they want something else, I feel like this is a good, I mean obviously you're like semi-pro, but I think it's a good way of introducing people to take up sport and like have like a side thing that you do and like a side hobby, even if it's not a hustle, like it's a hobby.
And you can have both as well. And I feel like my life also like changes throughout the year as well. So like in the winter I won't play as much, but I'll sort of train on the side a bit, but then that gives me more time to like spend time with my friends, and like we can go on trips and we can go hiking and stuff, and we can sort of like do more things outside of work, outside of softball or whatever sport, and just sort of like show that as well, and like the different stages of your life, because I feel like it's not, especially coming out of like lockdown and stuff, people just think they have to get into this routine and it's got to be that way for the rest of the year, but it's okay for life to sort of just throw things at you, and you just go with it. And you pick up your camera and you take a video. You say, "Hey, this is what I'm doing today, I guess." Welcome.
I feel like it's nice to share those experiences with people, though. Like that's definitely why I do it. Like I like talking to you guys and saying and like showing you what I do, and maybe it's not like necessarily the most interesting thing ever, but like it feels like I'm doing it with my friends. I think that's what's so nice about it.
Exactly.
For sure. And you also like, it's obviously not just going to be softball orientated, like it's like all kinds of like outdoor hiking girl, right?
For sure. I mean, also the great thing about softball is that like I make really good friendships as well. So like we'll also just go on holidays and trips together, and we're all very like sporty and athletic and outdoorsy. So I'm actually planning a trip to go to Tanzania this summer, which I'm very excited for.
And will that be with softball friends?
That'll be with softball friends.
Nice.
We want to hike Kilimanjaro.
Oh my god,
I know. I have actually been before, and we like walked to base camp. I can't even call it hiking because the base camp is actually, it was just kind of like a nice walk. But we want to like
climb
go to
up
the top.
it. So what's your training like for that?
Well, I don't know.
I'm just gonna walk Kilimanjaro.
I'm just gonna walk it, right? It's not that hard. No, I haven't really started. We've just like booked the flights and the accommodation, and now we're like, okay, well maybe we should consider some training,
maybe we should
hiking training. Because I think once you get to a certain altitude, like it starts to get really difficult to breathe. You can get altitude sickness as well, like really bad. So we definitely need to like
I didn't even realize that.
More.
What, just from changing pressure?
Like when you get up so high, your body just sort of starts to like not be able to function normally because of the different pressure, and you can like literally vomit and be sick, or
really
you get really dehydrated. So
okay.
We
how do you even practice for that though? Like how do you condition your body?
I mean, I see these people in the gym sometimes wearing these like big masks on their face, and they're like running, and I'm like, why would you restrict your breathing when you're exercising? You crazy person.
So much
but
sense.
I guess it's for that reason. Like when you're high up and you're at a different altitude, it's harder to breathe. You can get your lungs to like cope with it.
Mad.
So I guess I'll need to invest in a big old mask.
You're gonna wear a gas mask,
a gas mask
on the treadmill. Man, okay,
Yeah.
cool. That's so exciting.
Yeah.
So Taylor.
Hi.
Sorry, I just took a massive gulp of my drink then. Thank you so much for coming on the podcast. I really enjoyed
literally
chatting
my
to you.
pleasure. I've been waiting for this moment. I'm just like, what you gonna ask me?
But yeah, no, guys, Taylor's channel, Taylor Time, is linked down below. You can also find her on Spotify, wherever you find your podcasts. And obviously Instagram is Taylor_time.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm very excited to see where this journey takes you.
Yeah, same. I'm really excited as well. There's only like a couple of videos up right now, but I have a lot planned, a lot that's like coming in the future. Yeah, and just like I would love feedback as well. So comment, let me know what you think.
Yeah, and if you guys have any questions like about like anything that we've spoken about, or like getting into softball, or like hiking, or if you want to join the trip, I know I don't.
You don't want to wear a mask on a treadmill? What are you talking about?
But yeah, comment down below, and yeah, thanks so much.
Yeah, thanks guys.
Yeah, see you all soon. Bye, guys.
Bye.